Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Low Budget Bits, the companion videos for the Low Budget Show. Today I got something special for you, and I don't even know if it's gonna work. Maybe it'll be a little too confusing, but what I'm doing today is gonna be part history lesson, a quick history lesson of the Low Budget Show, part technical tutorial on how to use noise reduction and remaster some audio that was busted up, and part interview highlight of my interview with Usama Siddiquee back on episode 12. Let's do this and see if it works. Except there's a fire outside. Maybe I should wait till the fire trucks go by.
The podcast is pretty cool. I like doing this.
The Low Budget Show started back in 2014. I spent 3 months living in St. Louis, and while I was there, I didn't have a car. And I found it really hard to get to open mics and shows, and I wasn't doing comedy every single day. And so I had this great idea that I would just turn my camera on and I would talk to it and do like an open mic just to a camera. Obviously, it's changed since then. It's become something that I really love. And it's different, it's a lot different. The name of the Low Budget Show came from the fact that I had two not good cameras. I made this thing out of garbage. I put little bits of garbage together until I had a show. One camera I had was a GoPro camera. It was very similar to this one. This is a knockoff version of a GoPro. That's what gave the early episodes that fisheye look. And I had a Sony Handycam that shot 1080. Between those two, I started putting a show together. It was truly the Low Budget Show. Initially, the Low Budget Show was supposed to be one take. I hit record, I talk, I stop, I upload it. I also didn't have video editing equipment. I know, it's crazy considering my day job is a video editor. But YouTube used to have this thing, this online video editor, where you could upload your raw videos. On the website itself, you could create clips, in points and out points, and create clips, and then put those clips together, and then create a video. It was garbage. It was very hard to use. Depending on your internet speed, it could be choppy and sloppy and just garbage. That's half the reason the early shows are really not great. The biggest drawback, and what gave the early episodes of the Low Budget Show its nasty, grimy garbage. What the hell is this feel was that whatever shot you were put on screen, you had to be using that camera's audio. So, for example, this is a 2-shot of me and Usama in our interview. And so, I'm using the GoPro camera's audio.
Real. I don't know. I feel like it's what I always wanted in comedy.
Now I cut to a close-up of Usama, and now I'm forced to use the audio from the Sony camera.
How big is that puppy?
And that's why the audio always changed when I cut from one shot to the other.
Dallas to a scene like New York.
It was like
The willingness to bomb more.
Now, needless to say, this was a terrible setup. But it's all I had, and I would do anything to make this show work. So anyway, right now, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fix the sound, because this was a great interview. It's one of my favorites. Then we're gonna take a look at a couple minutes from our interview as a video highlight. I feel like I'm just saying words like video and edit and audio. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe this sucks. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should go back to school and get my GED. I don't know. Let's try it. Start a new project. I'm gonna call this, no, this is like Bits, episode 12. I remember that shirt. I just threw that out last week. Gonna make a cut there. Get rid of that. As you can see here, it seems like I'm not interested in the interview, but I'm actually just looking off at the viewfinder on the other camera. The audio changes from this shot to this shot. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna start putting all of the 2-shot audio on this track. Then I'm gonna leave all of the audio from the close-up shot on track 1. So this is going to take me a while. Once I've separated the audio from cameras 1 and 2, I'm going to export each track individually as WAV files and open them in Audacity. You can do this step right in Premiere, but I learned to edit on CS6 when that wasn't an option, so I'm more comfortable working in Audacity. I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to compress the audio and add noise reduction. When you do noise reduction, you need to take a sample of room tone. Basically, you're telling the computer what noise sounds like. Then it knows what to remove from the audio to clean it up. In this case, because our interview was so good, there's almost no dead air. We were laughing and talking almost every moment, so I had a hard time finding a clean segment of noise to sample. After that, I re-import the fixed audio back into Premiere and replace the old tracks. And that's it. Unfortunately, the sound was pretty beat up to begin with, so I didn't exactly get the result I was after. It's better, but not by a whole lot. Now let's go check out a clip from the interview. If you want to see the full thing, and you happen to be watching this video the week that it came out, you can just watch episode 12 of the Low Budget Show right here on YouTube. If you're watching this anytime after that, unfortunately, it's already been locked away in the vault. To get access to the vault, subscribe or do whatever you do to get on Patreon. I don't even know exactly how that works. I'm actually just figuring it out now. But once you get on that, you'll get access to everything in the vault, including behind the scenes stuff, exclusive content, discounts, and free tickets to my stand-up. There's all kinds of magical shit in there. I just throw stuff in there that I find on the street. You want an end table with 3 legs? It might be in there. Anyway, Patreon will get you all that stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and go follow Usama Siddiquee. All right, that's it. Enjoy. Bye. Boop.
Was it a tough decision for you to come here, or?
So like, I knew I wanted to come here the entire time.
I started comedy. I was like, dude, this is the place I need to be to do what I want to do. I already knew that this was the Mecca, right? But I didn't tell my parents that I was supposed to go to med school, right? I got into med school. Right, so I got into Texas A&M, and I was like ready to go. Deferred it, all right? Made some bullshit story. Oh, actually, what if some metavisions? Made some really real story about my mom's leg.
Yeah.
And so I had to defer for a year, right? And so in that year deferment, after I got into med school, I just stayed in Dallas and 1 more year, accruing cash and money so I can move here.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, I said, hey, my mom still has a problem, blah, blah, blah. I can't really do med school. And they're like, okay, that's fine. And I came here. But yeah, I got into med school and like my dad was all ready for me to go. And then I told him one day, I was like, yeah, Dad, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to do the med school. He's like, yeah. He did one of those classic in movie things. He was like, you little, wait, what?
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, right. And then he... Like it was real. It was real. I was like, yeah, I deferred med school. I'm not going. And he was like,
how could you do this to me? And I was like, oh, fuck. Like this is, it was real. Like you were the person. Like there's 3 kids, me, older brother, younger brother. I was the kid that was supposed to make it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm the kid with the ability to form sentences and shit.
You got into a lot.
Fucking med school, exactly. And so like, he told me that like his wish was for me to become the next Mother Teresa. Right? I'm like, she was a piece of shit, right? And my dad was like, yeah, I wanted you to help people, and because I knew you had it in you. And I was like, Dad, just because, I'm not doing that doesn't mean I don't love you or cannot help people.
Right.
And then I just burst, man. It just tears everywhere. And then my dad, it was classic, like, disappointed dad. He just looked away. I just kept reading. It was real, man. And I just whimpered off like, fuck, this sucks, man. And then I think like the day before I left, he like hugged me close and he's like, never forget where you came from. It was some movie shit. It was straight up.
Sounds
never forget where you came from.
I can't wait to see the Usama Siddiquee story.
The VH1 special, right? And then like, yeah, it was real, man. Never forget where you came from. Straight up, like
you could have half a script done for a Hollywood movie right now.
It was real. But the thing is, it's such a classic dad move, and I don't know, man. And then I came here,
and then it was even worse because like I finally got earrings, right? Because I wanted earrings since I left, right? And then, like,
1 month into New York, I Skyped my dad and mom, and they were into me. I was making them laugh. I was having a good time. Like, it almost seemed like they were proud of who I was as a person. You know, they accepted my existence. It was great, right?
Yeah.
And then I made them laugh, and then during the crest of one of the laughs, I was like, "Now's the time, right?" And then straight up, my dad did the same thing. He was like, disconnect.
And then he didn't talk to me for another like 2 months.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Man.
First med school, now earrings? You son
I
of
can
a
accept
bitch.
you being poor forever, but fucking, it was...
Poking a hole in your face? You son of a
No
bitch.
son of a mine will do a harmless thing that doesn't harm anybody. Damn. But
man.
it was.
You trying to break this guy's heart?
Basically, I'm probably gonna send me a video of me just banging a dude or something like that, and then be like, "Happy birthday, Dad."
Well, that got really twisted there. Wow, what a real story, man. You're really chasing this thing.
I mean, yeah, I guess, I'm like, I'm here. I left everyone I know,
I thought I did something big by walking away from a $40,000 a year job.
That's still big. What are you talking about? Like,
That's not big as walking away from med school.
Yeah, I mean.
Then again, med school, I mean, that was debt. That was going to be debt. That was going to be 8 years.
True.
I mean, I did almost, someone could maybe make the argument that I was cowardly a little bit.
But I mean,
you got to chase your dreams.
Right.
You get one shot.
Right.
Right?
And I
mean, do you think, like, if you decided to go to med school, like...
I would have hated it, dude.
It would have ate you up, right?
for sure. And then I would have seen my friends get stuff, and I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing,
And like, I would have blamed my parents, because anything but yourself, right? So, like, I was like, just preemptive, take the shit now so you don't eat your shit, like, when you're 50.
Yeah. I mean...
It's a quote right there.
Quote that. I'll put it right on the screen right now. Freeze so we can put it up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Low Budget Show with Damon Millard.
I still love you.